Oh, I'm just going to do a short video on the Cablemod cable that came. This one is the original Asus, and you can see there the sense pins for cables. It feels like a nice cable, but those wires are really thin, and I think this is one of the issues. But once a month my GPU goes up to 100% on the fans and I get a black screen and you have to do the restart. That kind of issue has been around for a long time now. It's there on the 8-pin cables and stuff. A lot of people think it's the PSUs, but ideally you want to change your cable first before you look at your PSU. It's got that bad with the 4090s that Cablemod made a cable that negates this. If you notice on there, there is no sense pin connectors on there, and there's only 2 on there. They've done some kind of bridge on the inside of it, which supposedly fixes the issue that's causing 4080s and 4090s to go to 100% and getting a black screen. Some people get a black screen, some people get a black screen, but they can still hear the game running in the background. And if you go to your event view manager and stuff like that, it comes up with no errors. The only error that it'll get is when you have to power the machine off and power it back on, then it'll say it had to be rebooted. But it doesn't cause any kind of issues on the software or hardware side, which points to something wrong with your PC. It's purely down to power, which leaves you with either being the PSU or the cable. So hopefully it is the cable, and so this is why I'm trying one of these Stealth Sense cables that they've brought out for this issue, because it's become such a big thing. Probably because of the fact that the sense pins are really thin and not very well done, and also the fact that we keep plugging them in, taking it out, checking it, plugging it in, taking it out, checking it, that's causing the damage. So hopefully, like I say, this will fix that. The cabling, typical Cablemod, feels really sturdy, feels really well made. I think they give you like 5 cable combs or something on there. Yeah, 5. You know, so when you buy one of these, one, you've got to put up with the wait, which is normally 5 to 6 weeks if you're not stateside. But you also need to make sure that you get the right one for your machine. So this one is for Asus, Fantex and Seasonic. Depending on what you have, you'll have to pick the right one. It'll be in the small print underneath, because the pinning is slightly different depending on what make you get. So you need to check on that. And it just comes with these little protectors on the end, which I don't remember being on the last cable I bought of them. So, and the bag, typical bag. Got a couple of these now. Yeah, so I'll be installing that, and then hopefully that problem will be rectified. If it is, yay, this will get a thumbs up, but it will probably take a month or so before I know, because that's how often it happened. If it does still happen, then I will then have to look at the PSU, which would be unusual. So fingers crossed, it's the Cablemod cable that comes to the rescue. And no, I haven't seen anything about melting. Hopefully they'll never have that kind of scenario ever again with those adapters of theirs. And lesson learned, I don't think they'll ever touch anything like that again. Anyway, bye.